Hola, mi compadres. Brian the Boat here. It's been a while since I've done a video or a stream, and I apologize for that inconvenience on your time, right? But it has to do with a lot of things about school, so I'm kind of in a sense focusing more on school, but it's more like I'm being forced to, right? But in a sense, I don't really have a problem with that because I don't want to fail. Because if I fail, my YouTube channel will fail because like that, if you don't go to school, if you don't learn, you're gonna end up like me, and that won't be the good thing. But we won't be talking about me in this video, obviously. But today we'll be talking about a new system or new feature that YouTube has placed and has gone in effect yesterday, I think, which is what is it? Today is the 13th. So I want to say it happened on January 11th, 2017, and that is the new YouTube on the Rise creators. Now, what that is that YouTube is essentially giving out people with over 1,000 subs shout-outs. Now, they don't give everyone a shout-out, right? I mean, eventually they probably would, but they wouldn't at the same time because there's a lot of content creators out there who you're just like, that content's trash. Kind of like mine. So I won't be worrying about that anytime soon because, like, number one, I don't have 1K subs, and number two, my content won't be as, you know what I mean, right? Like, it's not good content. It's decent, but it's not going to attract YouTube's attention, right? But with this, this system is based off systematic features, and I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. It has to do with YouTube picking, a person to give them a shout out, and where you can find this feature is in the featured, not the featured tab, I'm sorry, there's no such thing as featured, but in the trending tab. So you would have to just like scroll just a tad bit to find the featured creator, but they said, I believe, on the article that they're going to select 4 creators. 2 that, that makes regular videos, and then the other 2 that make like music, that kind of stuff, right? So far, I've only seen 1 selected per day. Right now, it is a music producer, kind of like a music producer. At first, I thought I said DJ Khaled. Like, out of all the people, you do not need a shout out, Mr. DJ Khaled. Like, my God, you probably have like 5 million people already watching you. Like, no. But it's some other sham guy that's like, I mean, the song's kind of decent. I didn't know what it was, so I just like spat past it. It's like, it was decent. But there are people obviously going to be like, oh, that's a good feature, and then there's people going to be like, a bad feature. It's like, oh, that's a really bad feature. YouTube, bad voodoo. They're trying again to mess up with YouTube. Mess with all of us. But I really feel like it's a good thing. It's a good thing that they did that, right? But again, they choose it. They choose the people. It's not like randomly selected, like, oh, you have been randomly selected to be mocked around the world. Congratulations, you played yourself. No, it's not like that. It's just where YouTube goes around and they'll be like, oh, this channel's good. Does he have over 1K subs? Absolutely, awesome. Let's go give him a shout out. And they put him in the trending tab, which is pretty nice. But I have some problems with it, and so far, I think I have at least 3. I probably won't get the 3rd one out. It probably will just be 2. But my number one concern is that YouTube is I feel like it's biased for its creators, right? They only select the goody two-shoe channels, and the ones that are like fake in a sense, the ones that will promote YouTube in a good way, right? And you can't really blame them. But when you select someone who doesn't make good content, but who like shares good vibes over someone who makes really good content, but it's kind of like an edgy kind of vibe, YouTube's probably going to choose the other option where like the person's good vibes but not really good content, and that bothers me. I mean, give it to someone who really deserves it, right? But YouTube, they're all liberals over there, so I mean, I can't really assume that, but whatever. I just did. I'm sorry if I got all of you triggered, but I really do think that YouTube is just a bunch of liberals, trying to I don't even know what they're trying to do. I mean, I like the platform. If I don't like the platform, I can just leave. I mean, you know, that's for anyone. Like, if you don't like the platform, just leave, right? But another concern that I have about YouTube on the rise is that I've started to realize this, right? And it's in the section that not a lot of people, in my opinion, would go to. Maybe for the first time, because they read that article. But you know, I don't really think that's a good idea. Where they put the creators on the trending tab. I feel like they should have done it in the homepage, because that would have gotten a lot of people. That would have helped them a lot, because like millions of people watch YouTube all the time, right? And I don't think they really go to trending either. Well, for me, it's home. Like, it's like I go to the home section to look at the recommended videos, believe it or not, because, you know, sometimes there could be good stuff there. And then after that, if there's nothing good, I'll go to my subscription box or sub box. But I rarely ever go to the trending tab, right? So I don't really go there, because there's really no point of doing that, unless like there's like really important news that might be on YouTube. I'll go there, but you know, if people are actually interested in like new creators, I don't think they would really be looking at trending. They would be looking at the recommended one, because, like, you know, like I said, it would be so much easier if YouTube did that, if they put the on the rise creators on the homepage, because that would get them more exposure, right? I mean, of course, that's gonna get the people, you know, who gets a shout out by YouTube, it's gonna get some exposure, but I feel like they will get more exposure, and it will make YouTube look good on their part if they put it on the home page, right? Because, you know, that'll help them a lot. And a third one, I believe, is that there are going to be a lot of people giving shout-outs that a lot of people will think they don't really deserve, because the content will be kind of trash. Now, that's a bad thing for them, for the people who've been giving out a shout-out, because they don't really realize that they're making bad content. I mean, they have their subscribers, you know, saying, oh, it's such good content, but in reality, it really isn't. So, in the sense, that will be bad, because they're going to get, like, harassed. I mean, legitimately harassed by not only people who go on there purposefully to see, like, oh, let's see who's the next creator. Those kinds of people, and the other people would be commentators. Of course, commentators, they're not, like, you know, looking for the next prey to, like, attack and murder, right? No, they're just doing it so that they can just make another video, right? But sadly, there's a thing called mob mentality, and so if a content creator decides to do a video on the rise artist, the fans will follow and go and just rip them to shreds. Of course, that could get them more exposure, but, you know, in a sense, there's a fine line between, like, which exposure you want. You want good exposure, but you don't want bad exposure. But there's like an old phrase, or like a phrase, old or new, doesn't really matter. But I forgot what it's called. Like like any publicity. I can't pronounce it. This is why I need to go to school. Publicity. You know what I want to say, right? Like, so if you understand me, please write it in the comments. But publicity. Any publicity is good publicity, right? So, I mean, that would be pretty decent, right? So those are the three things that I had a problem with it. But overall, I do think it's a good idea. I do think this is a step forward for YouTube. I think it was really nice of them for YouTube to do that, because they didn't have to, right? They didn't have to. But I feel like this is YouTube creating collateral damage, because I've been noticing, I mean, some big YouTubers have been, like, not really been active, or they're just leaving, right? And so YouTube has to create new super giants, right? And how else are they going to do that? Well, they're going to give out their favorite little star a shout out. And so that's what I think. I feel like this whole thing is either them wanting to be really nice and kind of like an apology, like, we're sorry for screwing up, we're trying our best, but here, have this feature. Or this is just YouTube making collateral damage for themselves in the future. Now, in general, again, I thought this was good, so, but yeah, that's all I had to say. So, it feels good making another video. I could have made other videos, but I couldn't really find any cringy videos. I mean, I could go on my, go all the way down to my videos and, you know, look at my old videos and just do reviews on that, or like a reaction kind of. But nah, it's fine. So, thanks everyone for watching this great video. If you liked it, give it a like to support the Red Guard. And this is Brian the Bold signing out. Stay bold out there. Ciao.